Hey there, how's it going? My name's Ian, and welcome back to my Yarniverse. Today, I wanted to take a look at my yarn collection. Over time, I've gotten some really great stuff, but right now, to me, it is a little overwhelming. Uh, Past few months, I went to Joann's, picked up some fun yarn that I thought I could use for projects, and I feel like it just kind of spiraled from there. Uh, I've also picked up more yarn when I was traveling, and a few weeks ago, I stopped off at a secondhand yarn store that kind of inspired this video because they were sort of like pre-packaged projects, and I thought it was cute to like grab that and like make it into a blind bag. That's following my current obsession as well with blind boxes and not knowing what's in it until you open it. So I thought today it could be fun to take a look, see what I could destash and put into bags and make my own blind box with my current yarn collection. Some stuff. There's definitely projects in here. This is where I sit, and then usually my table's right here. So whatever falls behind my couch, I tend to lose track of, and I'm sure there's some projects in there with needles and whatnot in it. So when we find those, we'll take a look, see if I want to frog it or continue with it. Um, yeah, let's get started. I don't know where to do it. I guess we can do it in this bag. Here, there are two wool yarns. This is a bunch of the yarn that I picked up that already kind of has like pre-projects planned for it. So I thought it'd be fun. This is some lace weight wool. I really like the purple color. The green is a little bit bolder for me. I think this will definitely be a part of the blind bag. So toss that over there, start the pile. The next few ones, let's see. These three go together. They're Pearl Soho, and then let's see. Essentially, this whole bag is like Pearl Soho, besides that yarn. Um, this, I think it was these three are a project. So it is Organic Cotton by Blue Sky. It's three skeins of this and then a little blue ball here. This is Habu Textiles. I try to find more of this yarn, but it looks like it's harder to find. Here, these are going to be for towels. I think that one is towels. This is towels. This is the Pearl Soho Sweetgrass. It's very pretty. And then these two are Santalina. This nice like gray color. I think these make a very cute washcloth. So again, blind bags. There we go. Next one is a little bit more hefty. Just double check. So more cotton yarn again from Pearl Soho. This is their Cotton Pure. It looks really nice. So I'm excited to take a look and knit with this. And then I think these four colors are the accents to that one. So that will be fun. And then last little skein is again Pearl Soho. This one had a little tag on it, or does still. It says it's their Tulip Cotton and Gray Frost. I think this could make maybe a cute hand towel, maybe a little bag or something. So that'll be by itself. Taking a look here, I posted a little short about some of my recent yarn hauls. These are from Madeha Haha. So I got three of each of these colors, which are really beautiful. Excited to see what bag I can make with this. I don't know if I want to do pure solid colors or mix them up. So I think I keep them all together for the blind bags. I don't know where to go next. This is a lot of yarn. So we'll see how many blind bags we end up with. Again, starting off with recent yarn haul because it's here on top. These are yarns by Sevi. Nice fuzzy, very soft eyelash yarn that I'm excited to make some knit amigurumi with these. So those will stay with each other. Again, this is just a lighter color. Here in this bag, let's take a look. This is a few skeins of Lion Brand's Feels Like Bliss. This is a nice like gray color. Then we have the tan and white. So these will stay together as a mystery bag. See what I can make a knit or crochet. And I have my two Blair bags from Furl Sucks. I love these, especially when traveling. Taking these to work, enough for a project. This one is empty, which is great. This one I think has a project in it, and it does. Um, this for sure is going to be a finish. The yarn's tangled in the bag, but they're to be little hand warmers. Right now is not the season for them, but I could definitely finish these up. It is Tunisian crochet here. Just got to seam up this one, and then I have the start 10 out of the one, so just got to work on that, finish it up. So this will go onto my work in progress pile. See how many works in progress have fallen behind where I sit. This is some tan acrylic yarn. I use this to make a emotional support chicken. So this one's been used. Don't know how much is in here, so I'm just gonna stash it. I don't know what's in here, but let's take a look. This one has two hats actually. So one's already complete and made. It is nice. However, it is very heavy and it's a little bit small for my head. So I actually want to deconstruct it and make another beanie, maybe knit. And then we got more yarn to that. And then here is actually a gift. So again, same beanie construct. Nice wool. This very beautiful green color. I just have to sew this, I think. And that's really it. So this will go to my whip pile. Just grab behind me and see what we find. It just has label, but this is hooks and needle yarn. I know there's a few balls behind me here, so I think this would be nice for a nice like chunky knit hat. But I think right now I'm gonna stash it for now. Let's see. That was here. We'll grab this big bag. There's a project here. Just taking a look at it. It is clearly an emotional support chicken. I don't know where in the project I was. Actually, it's on the neck, so figure out how many stitches I have there. Finish that. This is a big twist yarn in color Sunrise Ombre. So it's a very nice chicken. It's very bright. So this will be on the whip pile. Going through here, again, I used this already for an emotional support chicken. Just some acrylic yarn, so this will go into stash. This gets into some more fun Joann's hauls. I know that I have a few more bags behind me. I don't know exactly what is in here, so let's take a look. It looks like I have two skeins of these Your Inspirations patterns. It was very nice. I don't know if this is enough for socks, but I think that's why I picked it up. So I think this will go into my blind bag over there. With that, we got more yarn. See if I have any duplicates in here. Here we got some nice chobu. We say kobu. There's no H in that. 4 skeins in yellow. I think I wanted to make a scarf or like a handkerchief. something nice, light, summertime. I think it's a little bit chillier, so that will be a mystery bag. I know I have another one somewhere here, so I should have two of these because I have two True Booze in white and silver. I think same like handkerchief ideas behind this yarn. I think all the cotton yarn in front of me I wanted to do for handkerchiefs. Same with this. Was it? Gosh, where's the name? Knit and crochet. I have two balls in this lovely green color, more of an olive, very pretty. Then I have two right here in yellow and white. These definitely be a mystery bag. And then one in black, it looks like. Next yarn I have are more Kobus. Nice green olive color. And then we got two white. So, and two mystery bags. Very curious how many mystery bags we'll end up with. This yarn is from Hobby. It is Cotton Kings. I have a few of these cakes in here, so I'll pull out four. I thought I wanted to make like blankets or shawls with these. I started with one. I think it's turning out really nice. It's crochet. I don't remember what pattern this one was. I think it was something lotus. So I'd have to look at my notes, find this pattern, and see how to go. Because I think it could be very pretty with a ombre. I think I'll have to put it in a mystery bag. Next is some more of the same cotton yarn from Hobby. Again, Cotton Kings is just different colorways. So this is a black, gray, and white. And then we have a nice like beige, purple. These I think I'm going to stash. Same with the pink there. That's it in that bag. Next one is going with what is directly behind me. This is a Hobby Friends wheel. Nice light purple. I think I bought this because it's acrylic. It's cotton and acrylic to make little like hanging things for pendants. So this will be a mystery. This is the same yarn as earlier that I stashed, so I'm just going to keep that with that. I know I have more of these. This one I had out because I was doing a little swatch and I have a note there for the size crochet hook I did, but I was thinking about a corner to corner blanket. So whenever I find other Cairn cakes here, this is in the color Nutmeg Frost. I think it is very beautiful. They make a lovely blanket. So mystery bag, of course. This is some loops and threads chenille home slim yarn. This be a mystery bag. I was thinking about amigurumi stuffed animal for a friend. So got to figure out where this starts and ends, but that will be a mystery bag. Let's jump into this bag here. I know this is a knit and crochet, so this one here is the start to a petite knit hood. I think it looks nice. It's a little bit more tedious using this because it's like alpaca and I think polyamide because it's a blown out yarn. Very pretty, very light, airy. Hopefully it could hold up some warmth. This I do want, so I think where the other balls are, we'll have to put them in a mystery bag all together. Here I have more Cairn cakes. This one is a nice yellow color. It is Beeswax Frost. This for sure is going into the mystery bag. I want to make hexagon cardigan. I've been working on one as a whip that is for myself. Very excited for that because it's nearly done. So these ones, mystery bags for that. Just shifting my yarn from behind me to side. Here I have a lot more yarn. There is some whips. These are test designs I was working on. This, I saw the label earlier, so I don't know where it is. This yarn from Ritual Dyes. It's nice wool yarn and a very dark olive green. I don't think lighting does it justice, but last year I made mittens for friends, and this is the design. I made it a little too small here, but has a hole opening, so this needs to be frogged for sure, and then I could figure out something to make. So this I'm going to stash so I could frog it, or I guess I start a frog pile. This is a little scrap of yarn, so find my scraps for that. So frog there. This yarn, and I have more. Let's see, 1, 2, 3. I say half a skein there. 4.5. A little bit. This is a little swatch for the scarf I made. I made a scarf last year using this alpaca yarn. Turned out pretty. I just haven't worn it, obviously, because it's close to summertime. So I say a 4.5. I can make something else, maybe a hat or something with this. So this will be going into the mystery yarn. Then we have more. I know more of these. Bunch of test stuff. This is scrap yarn. And more scrap yarn. And then I know it's over here. This is more yarn to the yellow mittens I was making, so that can go there. And then I have these two red balls. This is some secondhand yarn I picked up. It is a vintage Joann's yarn. Let's see. It's for Joann's, made in Turkey. There's a nice wool. There's gloves somewhere. I know as a whip. If I find them, I'm gonna set this aside because that is a whip. There they are, actually. Let's see. I'll grab this back. So this is one of the gloves. This is the pattern that I was making with Tunisian crochet. Let's see. It's a little bit tight, but it's nice and snug. There should be another one that I have to just sew up. So that will be with that yarn. Here, these are two acrylic yarns I was using for the beaks and combs for Emotional Sport Chicken. So I'm going to throw this in my stash yarn. Here I have a swatch for a bag. I wanted to make a little side bag, and then this is cotton. There was a garter stitch. I did a lot of work for this bag. I just needed to sew up this part and like put it in a zipper. But to be honest, I fell out of love with this. So this is going to go into the frog pile, especially when I find the strap to it. This is another bag. This is actually a pattern from Hooks and Needles when I was doing an acrylic. So I did 2 panels here. And then this is the gusset and strap. Cabling isn't, I mean, I guess it looks nice, maybe that I've stepped away from it, but working on it, I was not the happiest. So I still want to make it and see what the bag is like to gift it. So this will be a mystery bag. This is more of the hobby yarn. This is just going to be stashed by itself. And here's this. There's tangles somewhere. I was trying to make shawls. I made some good progress. Just lost the motivation. The same in pink. There's progress. Here are more scraps. I know I have more of this yarn to pair it with each other for a mystery bag for sure, because that will be another emotional support chicken. This here is supposed to be a headband. Actually, I think it just needs to be sewn up. There's a little needle in here. So I can sew this up. It'll be a whip. Here I have a bamboo yarn. This is from Hooks and Needles. I was testing some stuff, so I think I'll stash it for now. Then here is some more yarn. This I have a scarf somewhere. This is just the scraps. I'll stash it for now. And lastly, in the bag, I found 2 knitting needles, size US 4. So those set aside. Here's that scarf. I think you just need to sew in the ends. It's a little bit small for me. Fits my dog perfect. So maybe I'll make a matching one, just a different color. Just because it's just going to be sewn in the ends. Here's more cotton yarn that I was using for the bag. So that will be my frog pile. This 2 yarns I've used to make the little fish behind me, actually. There he is. I'm just going to put this in a stash. And this is a Tunisian crochet. I cut it off of the ball because I needed this color yarn for the beaks for the emotional sport chicken. So I need to frog it, and then we're good there. Some more cotton, not cotton, knit and crochet yarn. This is a lovely red color. I want to make a scarf. And this will be going into a mystery bag. Here's more. I think a bunch of this is just knit and crochet. It's another of the yellows, so that will be going right here. I have a few balls in green. So 4 balls in a green. I think this might be a wool. Yeah, it's a superwash merino. Nice, lovely green color. This for sure be a mystery bag. Maybe a scarf or something for that. And then I have 3 more skeins. Be a different scarf, maybe a little smaller. And these are the rest of the Sophie Hood yarn. I had bought a lot. So I have 4 here and 6 more there. So that will all go together. Let's do this. I think here is the strap for the bag I was making. I completed it. I sewed it together. I just didn't sew the bag lining to it. Again, it's in garter stitch. I did a ribbing or I-cord sides, but it's just too thick to knit with, and I did a lot of work to end up not loving it. Here's a 3rd skein of the yellow cotton, so it goes right there. This is another head wrap I was working on. This needs to be fried because I don't have enough yarn there. I think I have enough yarn for it in total because I do see some here at the bottom. But this is a hobby. It's a portobello. I made a friend a little hat with this. So this is just going to be a stash because it's an extra. And then I can combine that and this actually there. Actually, I have a lot more of this yarn than I thought because it's another ball here. Should we mystery it? I just have to frog this and it could be a mystery bag. Some of the mystery bags, I think it'd be fun to do a little bit of a ravelry roulette. It's a bit of a tongue twister to say. And just put in the criteria of what the yarn I have and what patterns matches it and kind of go from there and test out the pattern. But moving on, there's a bunch of scraps here, but a full ball of yarn here. I have rainbow bamboo from Hobby. Nice, lovely purple color. This, I think I wanted to make like a handkerchief, something small and cute, definitely more of a summertime yarn. Bunch of scraps. This is more cotton to the bag. These are all scraps. Okay. This, I have more yarn somewhere behind me. And then this is its counterpart or vice versa. This one, I have more behind me. The yarn, just not all the colors. And this is so tangled. Oh, geez. Okay. This, I was working in Tunisian crochet. It's a alpaca, I think silk and merino blend. Super nice, very warm. So I'll set this aside, refine that yarn, and we can combine them all together. Here, I know I have more of this somewhere. This is supposed to be a knit hat for Christmas gift. So wherever the rest of this Juicy Couture yarn behind me is, we'll add it to a mystery bag and kind of go from there. I just found the second knitting needle to a bag from earlier. Here, this actually is somewhere. I'm going to stash it for now. This was hooks and threads, or hooks and needles. This more pinky yarn. I think it's, yeah, it's that yarn. And then more scraps. Scraps in that bag. Labels. I'm going to toss all the scraps here into the side. Next, let's go through hooks and needles unboxing for a minute. I've taken a peek. I just didn't take out the materials. This one here came with some cotton yarn. Cute projects. I don't think I would use them for what hooks and needles suggested, but we can definitely put these in a mystery bag and see what else we can make with them. And then these are the mystery balls, and I have two more somewhere else. This is really nice. It's extra fine merino. We can definitely make something with these. And then just the tools there for that month. Here is the same month. This is from this month. So that one was the crochet box. This is the knitting box. So again, two more of the same colors into the mystery bag. And then this one comes with another wool yarn. Yeah, it's just 100% wool. It's very pretty. Beautiful. I think there was something cute in the knitting one, so I'll have to take a look when I'm bagging up everything to see what projects to make. And I'm gonna put little notes in the bags and then just knitting needles there. This one here, we have 3 balls of bamboo touch, which is the next box has it in green. That's where I started using this one here. So it'll be mystery bags. We'll see what we can find. Maybe Ravelry roulette, because I don't think I liked any of the projects for that month. But there are gauge rings, tension ring, and then this one here, that's a lot more crochet. 2 more balls here, so that'll go there. This is a big project. This for sure won't be a mystery bag. This is a Tunisian crochet blanket I've been working on. I haven't worked on it for quite a while, but I definitely put in some work. I made the length and side. It's a checkered pattern. This is made with a bunch of big twist in the tweed and a like white and a grayish color. When I heard Joann's was closing, I was like, shoot, I don't know if I have enough yarn. So I definitely tracked as much down as I could and bought a little bit extra just to be safe and sorry. But this one is a work in progress. Should work on it more. That's gonna be set aside. here we just have yarn on yarn on yarn. Here I have some crochet thread, and then there's a black one here. I know I used this one previously to test out some filet crochet quite a few years ago. Never picked it up again. Maybe we can do that black and white, make a cute pattern. Here I have a little bit nicer yarn. That's where this yarn comes into play. I picked it up secondhand. So two different shades. The lighter one was a different skein, so we'll see. I think this will just go into a frog up pile so I can figure out something later in the future. These ones I could definitely make something cute. This I'm going to set aside for a second. So many patterns. That's where it is. More of that yarn. Okay. Here I have some Germantown by Kelborn Woolens. Nice, lovely yellow color for sure. Maybe a knit beanie. So, mystery bags. This is the same color as the beanie that I put to Frog. So I'm going to set this aside to stash it for now. And then here I have a lighter green color, variegated. It's quite pretty. I chose the one skein, so this will just be mystery. Here I have some more. I know this is Germantown. I wound it up in blue. I'm going to stash this one for now. Then I also have this yarn. Tell what it is. It is merino. Nice, lovely goldenrod color. Definitely stash this. Not stash it. Mystery bag. I don't know what I can make, but we can see. And then this I know is a bamboo. Same with this. Both bamboo yarns. This one has a little bit of a sparkle to it. I don't know if the camera will pick that up. And then we have another Kobu, but in pink. I've used a bit of this. It's a little squishy. I have to figure out mysteries. I had to weigh it and see, but mystery bags, maybe together. Then here I stashed this yarn earlier. It's the same yarn that I used to make the fish behind me. So I'll stash this, just keep them there. And then these just pom-pom yarns I thought were cute. Don't think I know what to use them for besides just like a little accessory. So I'm going to stash these for now. Making some progress, actually. Here's more yarn. So this is a bunch of hooks and needles yarn. This is the chunky blue. I stashed one earlier. So I'm going to take it out of the stash and put it into a mystery bag. And then add a lot more yarn, a bunch of this colorway. Quite pretty. Don't know how it'll work up, but we could see. Put this in a mystery bag for sure. There's a lot there. Two more of the darker blues. Nice chunky knit hat would be super cute. Here I have, this is alpaca, acrylic, and virgin wool. Don't know what to make, but we can figure it out. Here's some more. This is, again, cotton alpaca wool, so instead of acrylic. There, nice, lovely blue color. Be all mystery bags for days. This is alpaca touch, so virgin wool, alpaca acrylic. I think it's the same. Maybe these two can go together. It's the same, just in white. More cotton yarn. This is, again, just hooks and needles is the rest of this. Nice orange color. I think I'm gonna just stash this for now, and same for this brighter yellow. Or let's actually mystery bag it. Okay. A few more bags that I still have a box to go through. Let's see. We have some raffia, some paper yarn. I tried to make a hat a few years ago out of this, and then my cat, I thought one, the little black one that will be walking around, she chewed it up, so I scrapped it. Maybe I have enough to make a sun hat, bucket hat, and a mystery bag. This one. This is more cotton yarn here, and then there's wool and stuff. This is what I was using to make its loops and threads. They're classic cotton. That's what I was using for the side bag that I'm gonna frog. So stash this. Here we have some Barocco wool. This I'm gonna keep together. There's another skein of this yam color. And then white. I was trying to make a fox beanie, like a little foxtail out of this yarn. So I'm gonna keep this all together and for sure mystery bag it. Here, I've been putting these ones aside when I see it. A while ago, I bought a bunch of this superwash merino from Lion Brand. Don't remember what I was gonna make with it, but I ended up like gloves. I made one sample with fingers, and this is all Tunisian crochet. I think it might be harder to see. There we go. And then this was a swatch, hair everywhere. Embarrassing. It's a beautiful yarn. Don't know what to do with it now. I have a lot of it because that's all. For sure, a mystery bag. Let's see what we can make. Here, Michael's bag. 2 bags. More hooks and needles. This is another project that could be cute. There's like an apron or something. It's only 2. This will go into the mystery bag pile. You can just see it just falling down. Again, more scraps. Used all that yarn for another project. There's probably more to do something. I just don't know how much yarn there is. And then we got 2 the same color here, which is cotton and wool for both. I think I'm gonna stash this for sure. See what else we can make in the future. This is Merino Essence. Both Merino Essence. I'm gonna stash it. And then we just got polyfill, other things that I unboxed earlier. So we'll set that aside. Here we got a nice Joann's haul, and this is a bunch of the yarn that we went over. So I have 5 of these in total, or I guess 6. So make a big blanket. So that for sure set aside there. Then we got the same Juicy Couture and the green. So we pair all that together. Here, did I set this aside? Yeah. So a bunch of this yarn when I bought it, I thought it would make great emotional sport chickens. I made one out of this for a friend, and another friend wants one. So for sure, that'll be a mystery bag. See when I get around to that. And then I have some Big Twist Living in the trans colors, which is quite pretty. Thought about making a little like knit bear out of these ones. So mystery bag for sure. Again, black and white yarns, all mystery bags. Living there. This pink yarn, I think I'm gonna stash it. There's more yarn. It's never ending. Then I have 4 big twist. This is black and white. I bought this yarn thinking I make that chicken, but then I found this yarn, which I was like, oh, it's even better, but it was a different chip. So I'm gonna stash this, save it for a different project. But these two will be mystery bags again for chickens. Lovely gray, white, a little bit of black in there. And this is the sepia color. A lot of yarn there. Maybe you can make 2. Bunch of fur yarn. This is just gonna be set aside. Not that's a stash. I have no idea what to use it for. This is used. I made it 2 cat bags. And then here's more Juicy Couture velvet. I think I have another one here. So 3 here. This will go in the pile there. This I was using for pom-poms. So this is just going to be stashed. It's loops and threads, no orange. This, I have a few skeins. I tried making a scarf with this yarn. Did not end up loving it. So it's the Lion Brand Easy Wool. Here I have more, just a bunch of acrylic. And here, before that, I have some Karen Simply Soft. More Karen Simply Soft. Put a lot there. Okay. I don't think you guys see this, but it is just a mountain of yarn right here. I have some more loops and threads. Don't know what I ever used this for. Was going to, so I'm just gonna stash it for now. We got some Big Twist Baby Bunny here. I have 4 skeins in this yellow color. I will put it in a mystery bag. Okay. Here I have some sugars and cream cotton. Think I'll put this in a mystery bag, see what we can make with it. I have some black loops and threads, cotton yarn. We'll put it in a mystery bag. We can see what we can make. Here I just have a bunch of scraps. But this is just all pre-wound stuff I've used before. Don't know how much there is. So that is how we'll conclude it. All right, so I bagged up the whole pile of yarn. Turns out I ran out of paper bags for this. So I have 37 bags. A bunch of the yarn is together, and then towards the end, I just started grouping it by color or fiber content, and then like the raffia paper yarn. I didn't want to make a extra bag for it, so I just threw it in a random one. So it's really a mystery of which one it is. When I was stacking them, I try to grab like random ones, so I don't know what is behind me. The plan for opening them is I want to get through my works in progress. At least once I'm down to 1 or 2, then I can open up one of the bags. For that, it would definitely be random. What I'm looking forward to is my husband coming home and labeling the bags 1 through 37 or more if I counted wrong. And then I'm thinking about doing a little draw bag and seeing what little piece of paper I draw, and then that will indicate what bag we open. Essentially, I just don't know what's in the bag. Again, I'll have my husband rearrange them when he labels, so it'll be a mystery to you and I. I am looking forward to doing that. First, I wanted to complete most of my whips. I think my long-term whip is going to be this Tunisian crochet blanket. This will be going on for a while until I finish it, but at least I know where everything is and I'm not overwhelmed by the amount of yarn I'm seeing. Then I thought I had a lot more works in progress, but I have the emotional support chicken, so that'll be a quick finish. And then I have both my furls bags. I put the gloves in here, so One's already sewn up. I think I found the other one, or at least I know where it is, and then I just have to sew up this one, finish the other one. We're good there. So that's a total of 4 works in progress. This is completely done. I just need to sew it up and twist it. Same for these. I just have to sew in the ends for this little kerchief. It's perfectly pet size. Made it a little too small, but it's cute. It's like a old grandma. And then the beanie I have, I just have to sew it up and we're done there. Um, yeah, that's it. I think thank you if you stayed along during this whole video. Definitely longer content. I didn't realize how much yarn I have accumulated over the years. It was fun to go through and see what I do have. Uh, for that, this is everything that I stashed, so I'll go back under my bed. I got the mystery bags and the few whips I just have to finish up. Very close on that. So hopefully next Wednesday I can post a little short video of us opening up a mystery bag and seeing what to make with it. If you enjoyed this video, if you stuck it all the way through, please like and subscribe my video. Welcome to my Yarniverse, and I hope you have a great day. Bye.